Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here on the show after Cup Series Championship, Phoenix. I'm glad the season's over. I hope this playoff shit is done. That shit was awful. I'm just annoyed how that race ended. I'm not even a Denny fan, but I'm just annoyed how that race ended. It's just like, I don't know if I can blame Goodyear, because yes, I've asked for tire wear, but I don't know what caused all fucking have all the random tire failures. Look, I don't know if any of the four was that. Any of the four maybe could have been deserving. Like, Denny for sure would have been deserving. He had a dominant car all day, like 208 laps. And someone has a flat tire. I think they should have took 2 tires on that last pit stop, not 4. So I just don't know if it makes that big of enough difference in the car. So I found they kind of screwed them there. There was just too many people that took 2 tires as well. And you had 3 cars stay out. Felt could have took 2 there, but shouldn't even come down to that. Larson, that fucker never even led a lap today. The fact they said we didn't lead a single lap and won the championship is pretty telling about the format. He hadn't won a race since Kansas, but that's not even the biggest problem for me. It's just the fact that it came down to a green-white checker. NASCAR tries to compare themselves to other sports, but they ain't like other sports. They don't have to have fake manufactured excitement. I do like Kyle Larson, but man, look, I guess I'm a Hendrick guy, you know, chasing my favorite driver, but I can't feel that excited. He got it off a late race caution. The format's atrocious, so I can't take this shit seriously. I've not took the playoffs serious for a long time, since they've had this shit. You know, when I was young, I didn't really understand the playoffs. But man, all this fake manufactured excitement. Or we're getting what we want next year anyways. Are we sure about that? Are we sure? Are we sure we're going to get what we want next year? Full season points? Are we sure that's what we're going to get? I'm not going to say that it's a dark day for the sport. I am gutted for Denny. He absolutely deserved to win the title today. Awful call to take 4 tires. Larson had an average car at best. That's just... Look, I've rooted against Denny about as long as I've been in product. I've rooted for Denny for about probably like 8, 9 years. But not today. That's just some shit, man. I try to love NASCAR now. I really do. I have endured the last 11 years with a championship format. I despise. The damage just gets worse and worse and worse. The last 3 years with this format, it has got worse and worse and worse. What's crazy to me is Larson didn't even win a single playoff race either. The guy didn't lead a single lap today. And he hasn't won since May. Like, I guess, been running better lately. And he still would have won over Denny in a full season points. But I'd rather it be in a full season points then. Not a stupid one race championship. Larson would have won a championship probably based on points. Would have won it. But I'd rather see it like that than just on someone blown a tire, and coincidentally it's his teammate. I'm not going to put a tinfoil hat because he actually did have a tire go down. Don't know if they should have threw the caution, but I mean they were throwing cautions for that, so I guess they had to. But the fact that Larson says we didn't lead a lap today and somehow we won the championship, that sums up the entire format in a nutshell. We made a format all around winning and somehow made it mean absolutely nothing. Yeah, they both had multiple wins, but to put them all on even ground, leave it all to change, and have a finish like that simply denies any of them letting their season speak for themselves, and not just final restart. You know, that's just my thoughts. But I mean, he was pretty much the whole season points leader. Someone I'm complaining about, I'm complaining about their manufactured excitement there at the end. Game 7 moments. Yeah, in the World Series last night, I saw 4 Game 7 moments that were huge. And got me really excited. NASCAR can't get any real excitement. They have to have this fake fucking manufactured shit. Really fucking hate this sport sometimes, man. But Hamlin did everything right. I mean, he won a lot of races, was pretty damn consistent, kept his game throughout the whole playoffs. Even before the light shined the brightest, all gone because someone else had a tire failure. I'm not mad at the guy who would have won the full season title. I'm just mad because the championship got decided by an overtime tire failure. Shouldn't come down to this type of racing. That's just me. If we had a full season points, there wouldn't be any debate on who's the true champion. Or what? Maybe it would have been Bale, I don't know. It depends on what points you look at. But, it's just... I hate how sometimes this sport, these championships are decided, man. And yes, I want this championship format thrown the fuck out. It's been terrible for each series. Trucks, Xfinity, and Cup, we barely get the deserving champion. Because it's fucking pathetic and it's awful. But I've gave all my points, really, that I had to give. That was probably the most heartbreaking loss of a championship in NASCAR, man. But all it says about current state of NASCAR was what Larson said. We didn't lead a lap today and won the championship. 11 years of this with the playoffs. Literally felt nothing after that race. Terrible call from Denny's team. It's no longer when the lights shine the brightest. I guess it's when the tires want to work properly. Maybe this is why, I guess that's why Carl Edwards did retire when he did. Because of shitty ass manufactured bullshit. An entire season comes down to 2 laps and a pit call. Whole field was on different strategies. Shit, he should have took 2 tires. I'm not saying I want Denny to win that bad, but I'm definitely heartbroken. Man, I'm glad this race is showcased why deciding the championship in one race absolutely fucking retarded. My God, I try to love NASCAR, but I'm fucking glad this season's over. So I can move on to bigger and better things. Talk about college basketball coming up. Talk about NBA, NFL, college football. This format's so dumb. I can't feel any joy watching NASCAR. Really didn't even feel much joy watching this race, honestly. Denny would have won, yeah, it would have been cool. Even as a hater of his. Definitely heartbreaking, man. The entire broadcast today was focused on Denny and building the story to be of a destined champion. Then Larson came out of nowhere in the final 3 laps to snatch out of nowhere. It's not a Game 7 moment. This is some proper awful TV. But NASCAR, rest in peace. Even when you produce legitimate champions, your format was dripping with bullshit. Don't let the door hit you on your ass on the way out. Fuck you. Let's go to the finishing results. Ryan Blaney won, yeah. Yep, doesn't matter. Sorry, Blaney. But yeah, Blaney won. Guess they wish they would have won last week. Kozlowski second, Larson third. I guess good job by, what the fuck is his name? Cliff Daniels calling for 2 tires. But, he was okay all day, but he was definitely not, I would argue, probably the worst out of the championship 4. If Chase Briscoe didn't have his tire failures, I thought he was probably the worst out of the 4, honestly. Joey Logano 4th, Kyle Busch 5th. KFB fans, stand up. Denny Hamlin 6th, man. And 4 tires, I know it seems like it's going to be better, but just too many people took 2. Barry 7th, McDowell 8th, Priest 9th, Elliott 10th, yay, get a top 10 in the season. Bell 11th, Busher 12th, Chastain 13th, Haley 14th, Bowman 15th, Jones 16th. Stenhouse 17th, Briscoe 18th, Suarez 19th, Austin Dillon 20th, Ty Gibbs 21st, Gillen 22nd, Herbst 23rd, SVG 24th, Custer 25th, Reddick 26th, Gregson 27th, Hocevar 20th, Zane Smith 29th, Cody Ware 30th, JHN 31st, Yaley 32nd, Byron 33rd, Cindric 34th, Ty Dillon 35th, Mears 36th, Bubba 37th, Allmendinger 38th. I'm not going to go over the incidents in my notebook because I don't really feel like it. But Austin Cindric crashed with a flat tire. Ty Dillon crashed with a flat tire. Bubba had a mechanical issue. AJ Allmendinger had a flat tire and hit the wall hard just like he did in practice. A bunch of more tire failures throughout the race, like Gregson. Briscoe had 2 tire failures. Larson had a tire failure. Bowman had one. Just so many tire failures throughout the race. And Denny had the look of someone that's about to burn the whole thing down in court. He had the look of someone that's about to burn the whole thing down. That felt like fake pro wrestling garbage. And then he even said this, in this moment, I never want to race a car ever again. My fun meter is pegged. When the pursuit of entertainment trumps the pursuit of legitimacy, a sport dies. Big swings are needed in January, or we're doomed. You know, thanks, NASCAR. I mean, look, I may hate Denny at times, but you might push away a person who does does the most for your sport. I'm sure the fan base is probably feeling this way too. So, he probably ain't the only one feeling this way. That's exactly why Carl Edwards retired. This is his best chance to probably win a championship. Don't you love how much the playoffs have grown the sport and made the athletes feel valued? Oh wait, it doesn't. I'm done tipping around it. Full season format or bust. Sorry. Nothing short of counting every race next season. 36 or bust. If Heim didn't win Friday, it literally would have been the worst case scenario for all 3 races for the weekend. I mean, Larson probably scored the most points this year, but I would say maybe 2 out of 3. If Heim didn't win, that would have been a disaster for this weekend. I kind of wanted to see a new champion because it would have been an emotional win. Because Larson's already won one. I really didn't want to see him win another one. Byron, meh. Briscoe would have been better. But man, everything about this is awful. I really don't want to be an overdramatic moron and doom and gloom moron. I don't want to seem like being an overdramatic doom and gloom. But the vibe post race was, the whole place seems off. I've seen more electric post races at fucking Pocono. So technically, I think Larson was the most deserving driver to win, I guess, depending on what non-playoff format you look at. But a real rare normal outcome for this format. So I'm not saying Larson didn't deserve it. I'd say, I guess, Denny might have deserved it more. But I'm not even mad at Larson. I'm mad at the format for the most part, for a good part. It's the worst finale format in all sports. You know, as a neutral observer, this reminds me so much of Carl Edwards 2016. Great drive. So close to winning title. Seemed to finally have it in hand. Late caution, wild restart, crushing loss. Do away with the season and just run a green-white checker for the championship if that's how you're going to decide it. It's either 36 races next year or bust. I'm not accepting no dumbass 10 race. I'm not accepting a 10 race chase or anything. Terrible fucking weekend. And they don't even acknowledge the winner of the race. Interview, celebration, nothing. As much as it's funny to troll Denny fans, that just sucks. Seriously, Larson earned the most points without resets, and this format still managed to make his title feel yucky. He earned the most points without resets, and the format still manages this.
But NASCAR's manufacturing leaves me makes it feel meaningless. But whatever. That's all to say here. Races, whatever. 4.5 out of 10. Leave a like, subscribe for more. Peace, and that's the end of the NASCAR season. Thank God.